Hello, Laura.
Hello, how are you?
Oh, I'm all right. How are you?
Good. You feeling better?
Mm,
No.
mm-mm.
Well, it's 11. I know there's not very many people on here, but Vicky has the flu and she's helping me. And I have my 4-year-old here with pneumonia. So we all know how crazy 4-year-olds are anyway, let alone being on steroids. So he got silly string as a present. And he told me if he was good for me during this, then I had to let him go outside and spray a silly string. He's always like manipulating me essentially. I mean, he's like, if I'm good for you, or if you do this and you have to buy me that. I'm like, no, that's not how it works.
He's going to cover you with it.
Probably. He always sprays the dog and then doesn't know how it gets covered in silly string. So we're going to go ahead, especially since Vicky is sick, and start off with birthdays. If you guys have all done birthdays, then let me know. I'm Laura Brown, if some of you haven't met me before, and then Vicky Wellborn. She's always a huge wealth of knowledge and always helping me on these. So let's do birthdays, and just let me know in the chat when you're done. I was getting text messages from Facebook now, and it says like, you have a new friend request, or you have, I don't know if it does birthdays or not, but it's like sending me notifications since I put my phone number in. And when you put your phone number in, you can have it to where it's only set to you. And I like to do that mainly because it's good for recovery. If your Facebook ever gets shut down or you're somewhere away from home, I know I have to change my Facebook password so many times for getting locked out and stuff that a lot of times I don't know what it is. I'll keep my password now in my notes on my phone because I used to tape it to my computer, but then when I wasn't home, I didn't know what it was. So it's always good to put your phone number into, I think, because it helps with recovery if you don't remember your password. Because if not, I don't know how they do it anymore, but they used to send you like random pictures of your friends, and it would be like their grandkids. Well, I mean, we have almost 5,000 friends. We don't even know all of our friends, let alone their grandkids.
Especially since it's people from yard sale sites. I had no idea who they were. Yeah. You can put the option in now to put in like 5 friends who can help you recover your account if you can't get in. So that's a good idea, to put in 5 people that you trust so you could get in if you can't do the pictures.
That is a good idea. And I think I have Ashley as one of mine, but I didn't realize that she could help me get back in.
Yeah.
Awesome. Okay. Let's see. Next, I'm going to have you guys go into your customer group and comment on 5 testimonies of people. And really, don't just say like, wow, or congratulations, or way to go. Like, really read their story. And if they say, you know, they went down 3 pant sizes, or, you know, they were whatever, able to put on pants that they haven't worn in years, like make a comment about what they're happy about, not just say way to go. And then since you're already in your customer group, once you're done with that, find a recipe to post in the customer group as well. And I just find all mine on Pinterest. I just type in pinterest.com, and then in the little magnifying glass, I'll put either healthy recipes or healthy crock pot ideas, healthy soups, healthy meal planning. I mean, and it's a endless supply of recipes that come up. But that is one thing I do know that the customers love, potentials love, and you want your group not just spamming all the products all the time. You want other things that people that aren't on the products are coming back in to look at. I know Kyla Helms has actually made a group, and she posts Amazon deals of the day, which is, I mean, an awesome idea. And I even go and check. I mean, who doesn't love a good deal? So I even go and check and, you know, see what the deals of the day that she's found that maybe I haven't found. So just marketing in different ways, not just spamming your products. She doesn't put that in her customer group. That's just a different group that she has and that she uses. But it's really an awesome idea, I think, to draw people in. And, you know, it's not just about your company, but then when you go to those, you're going to go to Kyla's page and check her out too.
Laura, you said you didn't have a Santa's hat. You could have worn Nolan's.
I know. I think he does have one. It said, "Don't stop believing," but I couldn't find it. I don't remember where it is. This morning, I go, on top of everything else we're dealing with, I go to get in my car and it's locked.
Oh, no.
Except, so I told Maya, I said, "You go try before I call the locksmith," and she was able to get in like the very back.
Oh, oh no.
Okay, are you guys finishing that up? They're being pretty quiet in the chat.
You should be singing to us.
Yeah, right. Everybody would leave. Next, I'm going to have you guys update your story on Facebook. And one thing we're going to go over too is the specials that corporate has going on, and some text that you can send out to people. But just update your story with, I said this last time I was on, a lot of times I will put a recipe in the very front of my story because people will click on it because it's not a before and after. It's not a product. You know, they want to see what the recipe is. So a lot of times I will do that, and I'll put on there, I'll put the recipe and a picture of the recipe and tell them to message me, and I can send it to them. So that creates some interaction there. But then after that, I will put our products before and afters. If you guys don't know how to do GIF, the GIFs, then Vicki had showed us last time we were on how to do those. And I think those are pretty cool, the little GIFs that you can put on there. So if you don't know how to do those, let us know.
We can show you how to do it again. But and doing polls is still good in stories. I did a poll in mine yesterday, and I had 10 people say they wanted more information. They didn't order yesterday, but we set up reminders for them to order after Christmas.
That's awesome. And one thing I've learned on the polls, if you say, "Do you want more information?" do not give them the option to say no. I usually put yes or heck yes, because I put no one time and I had people putting no. Like, That was annoying to me. And Vicky goes, well, don't give them the option. So I don't anymore. Oh, Vicky, they want to know how to do polls.
If you go to your story, can I share my screen?
Yeah.
Well, I don't think it's going to let me. Okay, maybe. Okay, if you go to your story, there's my gross finger, sorry.
Oh my gosh, Vicky! Oh my word, she said she cut the tip of her finger off and threw into saving her life.
If you click, like right here where it says stickers, did you see that? It looks like the little square with the smiley face in it. There it says poll. This is on an Apple. Android is a little different. You can't do GIFs on Android, but you can do the poll option. But there's a way around about on Androids to do the GIF. But if you click on that poll there, you can ask a question. Like I put, are you ready to get started usually? And then heck yes. And either send me the link or more information. Like Laura said, don't give them the option to put no, because people will put stupid, stuff.
So you can change that yes and no. You can just put cursor on it and change it.
Just touch on it. Touch on it and you can change it to heck yes.
And now you have to have a picture on there before you can do a poll, right, Vicky?
Yes. And then if you move it down to the bottom and kind of put it sideways, you can, and then people can click on it. And then Facebook will send you a notification when you click on it. But you can add a GIF by the same way. There's my cat.
Tyrell, do you have an Apple phone? Thank you. Okay. Okay, she said it was under stickers, but I'm pretty sure, Vicky, don't you have to do the GIFs on Android on Instagram?
Yes.
Okay. It's done on Instagram, and then it can be saved. Shh. It can be saved and then posted to Facebook. Do you have an Android, Vicky? Oh, you have one Android.
Does she have an Android?
Yeah.
Let me go grab mine.
Awesome job, Gloria. That's awesome. Stacy, do you have an Android? She's been trying to figure out how to do the GIFs. I think she has an Android.
I do. I have an Android, and I've been trying to figure it out for weeks. And I'm like, how do I do this? And they're like, you can't do it with an Android. You can't do it at all. And I'm like, what? There's no way. I got to be able to do this. And now I didn't know I can do it on Instagram and switch it over. So that's good to hear.
Are you able to show us, Vicky?
How to do the poll. It is the exact same way on an Android to do the poll.
Can you show us how to do the GIFs on your Android or no? On Instagram?
you will do the let me see if I have Instagram loaded on my Android, because I usually do it all from my Apple.
Vicky's always double fisting her phones. She's got so, and she says she's gonna turn the volume off, and you still hear her dinging, and it's because it's her other phone. And
I don't think I have Instagram on Android. No. But you should be able to make your story on Instagram and then share it to your Facebook, and you can put the gifts on it.
I just have an Android.
Is that how you do it?
Well, I have an Android, and I can't get probably can't even see me. I can't get my Messenger, my Facebook Messenger, to do it on my Android, and I've updated everything as well. But if I go into Instagram, I have that option. So I can just transfer over to I can just send it over to my Messenger from Instagram.
It's because
that's
Apple's
the only way
cooler.
I can do it. Do what?
That's because Apple's cooler.
No, it's not. I'm an Android lover. Our house is divided. My kids have iPhones, and my husband and I have Androids.
Isn't it funny how that is such a hot topic? Apple and Android.
It is. And it's only because they were buy one, get one free, and I love a deal, so.
that is too funny. Okay. The next task is going to be sending out 5 messages to potential customers and 5 messages to current customers that haven't ordered this month about our holiday special. And I actually had someone from Canada that wanted to order yesterday, and I did not see the free shakes for them, but they had a month combo, a heart and hydration, and 2 trials for $134, I think that they had. So you guys still have a special in your back office. I saw somebody ask about South Africa, but I'm not sure about that, what deal you guys have going on. But it was called like the Christmas special or something for Canada. So message 5 potentials and then 5 current customers that haven't ordered this month. And Vicki is sending out voice messages, and I will send you, put in the chat some scripts that usually work for me that get a response normally. So Vicki, what are you saying to people?
I will post what the message I'm sending, and then I look up in the back office what day they last ordered. Here's when I send them in a message, but the voice message, I'm just telling them, hey, we've got this amazing special right now. You buy the month combo for only $80 plus shipping and tax, and you can get a free box of our chocolate shakes. I said, they're amazing. I drink one every morning for breakfast. They're high in protein, probiotics, prebiotics. They're going to make you feel amazing, and that is a $43 value. I mean, you can get that free until the end of the month. And then, if you don't say their name at the beginning of that, then you can forward that on to several people.
And
but you can personalize it.
Oh, go ahead.
What?
The one thing I've been doing is
saying
how much the shakes are, how much you're saving, because how much a box of the shakes are. I think it's 40. But I've been putting in my message, like, normally this is an extra $40 package, but you're getting this for free this month.
Yeah, that's an awesome deal. Yeah, I like the voice messaging too. Then they can sense your excitement. They can hear. I said, don't go back. My thing is, don't go back and listen to your message because I sound like a retard. But I said, you send them, and then I have had more people respond to me since I've sent the voice messages than not.
It's an awesome deal too. I mean, I think Rita Lynn has said she's gotten a ton of people to order. I think she had 4 people reorder yesterday that haven't ordered in a while. Awesome. I know randomly in the middle of the night, I had some guy order that hasn't ordered since June. And I think that's thanks a lot to the corporate sending out their messages. So if you click on that link, you can see that you can order the package, but if they continue on, they have to put in their sign-in info to actually get it. So it's not going, to just someone random. They have to log into their account once they choose that they do want to order the package. So I got it through email and text message. So I thought that was pretty awesome.
I did too. I love that. Hey, somebody's wanting me to show them how to do the poll option again on stories. Can I share my screen again real quick?
For sure.
Okay, so if you go to story, and then in the top left corner or top right corner, there's that little thing that says stickers. It's a little square with a smiley face. If you click on that, then you're going to see the poll option. It's in the second area. There are so many neat things on here you can play with. Like I said, that one that shows the picture, you can add a picture on top of a picture. There you can ask people questions. If you don't want anything, you know, you drag it to the trash can at the bottom, but you click on the poll, and then there you can type in whatever you want to ask them. Heck yes. And like we said, don't leave them the option of no. If they don't want to say, if they want to say no, they can just scroll on by without answering. And then but to do it, to drag it to the bottom, you just touch it with your 2 fingers and move it to the bottom. I wish you could change the color of it, but, and so, you know, it's that simple. And then if you decide you don't like that, you want to start over, you can just move it back up and start typing again, or you can touch it and drag it to the trash can at the bottom. Did that answer your question, Dawn?
I love that option.
I know. I like being able to put 2 pictures on top of another picture too.
Yes. The next task is going to be an interactive post on your wall. So I think we've really gone through, you can do anything. You can do what's your favorite Christmas tradition? What's your Christmas Eve tradition? Do you get, you know, new jammies? Do you have matching jammies? Do you Android versus Apple? White chocolate versus milk chocolate versus dark chocolate. I mean, there's so many options.
People love to give opinions.
So many options that you can choose to get. You just want people to comment, so it doesn't really matter.
Hey, Nolan.
Hi.
How are you, buddy?
Good.
I miss you.
Where are you at?
She's at her house.
At my house.
What are you doing?
Talking to your mom.
There's a bunch of people on here.
Oh my God.
That. Trump or
yeah,
no Trump,
don't
Ashley.
do that.
You're opening a can of worms with that one.
You can do clear lights or colored lights.
Yep.
Hot chocolate with marshmallow or no marshmallows. You could do sugar cookies or chocolate chip cookies. I'm giving all options that aren't diet related.
I know. And one thing I know people have a strong opinion on is whether or not they like mint, like peppermint or mint flavored stuff. Either you like it or you don't. And I know a lot of people that don't. So that could be another one. Have you seen they have now the little bitty Reese cups with Reese pieces in them? Like they had the big ones for a while, and now they have the miniature ones.
All that. Yesterday, I went to get stocking stuff, and you know how they have the Reese's that are shaped like Christmas trees?
Yeah.
Now they have them that are shaped like lights.
No way!
Christmas lights, yes. They're in a little square box.
Almost. That's hilarious. I haven't seen those. I'll have to look. I know a lot of times, do you ever go to the Dutch pantry?
You asked me that, no.
Okay,
I went to the Odin Locker, and there was one by it.
They have super cute stocking stuffers, stuff like that. And Cracker Barrel. I like Cracker Barrel for their stocking stuffer, like candy stuff. I just don't do a lot of candy because, honestly, I just gave away probably 5 gallons of Halloween candy.
That's what the lady said. You give the Halloween away at Christmas, Valentine's.
Yeah. Nolan goes, did you give mine away? No, buddy. I didn't give yours away.
I ate it, Nolan.
What?
Vicky ate it. She's kidding. 1 second, I'll get your lunch, okay? The next one, oh, this one is just, and I think Vicki might have had an idea too, or
Hi, Vicky.
This is I have a lot of people that always say, like, I gave so-and-so my link yesterday and they didn't order. What do I do? Or what do I say? And hey, you have got to be quiet.
Mommy!
Sorry. If you were on when I first started, he has pneumonia, so he's home with me, and he's on steroids. So we have a double whammy of a crazy 4-year-old.
Mommy, actually.
But anyway, you want to message them and see if they, I mean, you know that they didn't order if you didn't see their order coming through, but you kind of want to remind them if they forgot. So here is a message that I will send people if I give them if I give them a link and they haven't ordered. So you don't want to sound desperate, but this is kind of a way to say, you know, did you forget? Because sometimes you give people the link, they get busy and they forget. So that's one that I sent.
Butterfingers.
Vicki, did you have one that you send? You've got to stop.
Yes. I'm a chicken.
I shouldn't have gave him all that sugar, should I?
I know. Good Lord. Did you have a text that you send people if you given them the link and they haven't ordered? Oh, yep. Just saw it come through. Thank you. Stop it. But these are easy. I mean, you don't sound desperate. You want to make sure you know that they do get their order in, because like I said, we all know that we get busy. Oh my word.
Our kid might be acting crazy. Our cat may have threw up.
That's right. You get
the doorbell rang.
Life happens, and sometimes you just forget. So you don't want to act desperate like you're just waiting on them to order, but I think those will help you. Anyway, my chicken is hungry, so I'm gonna let Vicki take over. She's gonna talk about Snapchat, and I'll be on here still, but I'm gonna get him some lunch real quick.
Another good thing to do is go to your memories and scroll down to the bottom, and it will show who you became friends with a year ago today. And this is a way, you know, you can send them a happy friend anniversary, but you need to go first before you send that to their profile and see if they haven't posted in 6 months or so. You can unfriend those to make room for somebody else. If they have posted, then that's an opportunity to do the LLCM that Tanya talks about. That is where you like a comment, a post that they have made, not one they've shared, one they've actually made. So you like that post, you like their next post, you comment on that next post, and then you send them a message, happy friend anniversary. And so you're going to start showing up in their algorithm more. Tanya told us on a call, the other day to do that. And she says she does about 25 in the morning, 25 in the evening. Since I started doing that, I have seen people show up in my newsfeed that I hadn't been showing in a long time. So I started doing that. My cat wants up here. He's becoming Max.
I love those too. And checking on them is a good thing, because I know that I've checked on people and they've just had a death in the family. So you don't want to be like, hey, how are things going, when their dad just died? Or, you want to make sure that you know what's going on with them.
And she said that's also a good time, to go to those people who it's your friend anniversary with them and look at their friends list. And as long as it's not another True Vision associate, send out some friend requests to their friends. That's a way to get more eyes on your stuff. So like if you had 10 people who you became friends with on this day last year, go to each of those and send a couple friend requests. That's going to get more eyeballs on your stuff. And she had also suggested, going to the green dots and sending out messages, but also to LLCM them. She said, we know it's going to take a little bit longer to do, but if you start going to their wall and liking and commenting on stuff, you're going to start seeing more stuff show up in your news feed, and you're going to start seeing more people. And it really does make a difference. So I just want to give those 2 tips again before I go to Snapchat. Okay, let me, before I go to Snapchat, if you have Snapchat, what you need to do is, if you're wanting to go there, and it's just like Facebook, you're not wanting to spam our products on them all the time. So, you know, like you may put a funny meme on there one time, and then you can do a product post the next time. So you're going to want to take a picture of one of our products, and then you can go to True Vision Tools and make a link, and so you can attach it to your Snap. So let me share my screen, and I'm going to show you what I'm talking about. Okay, so I went to my back office. I'm going to show you. So if you go to your back office and log in, and then just go like you're going to shop and save a picture of whatever. I'm going to do a trial pack of the CBD patches. And so if you just click on it, this is on Apple, I know. You can add it to your photos. And then if you've went to True Vision Tools, you guys know how to make a link. So then you go to Snapchat. My Snapchat should be right here. Okay. And then you can use Snapchat for all the funny filters. You just click on that circle face there, and all those will come up.
I think Becky. We'll see. Hopefully she'll come back. Nolan, stop, buddy. Oh no, hopefully she comes back. Do any of you guys use Snapchat at all? I know that, oh, are you back?
Yeah, I don't know what happened.
Okay, you go ahead.
Okay. So could you guys see my screen when I went to Snapchat?
I don't think so.
Okay.
Oh, you could. Christina says yes.
Okay, let me try it again. Gotta love technology. Okay. So we go to Snapchat. And here's the picture. I want to try our CBD patches. And I posted a snap on there the other day, and I had, I don't know, 5 or 6 people who I have sent messages to numerous times on Facebook, and they have never replied to my Facebook messages, but they replied to my Snapchat. So I think they've moved over to Snap. Okay, and so see this little paper clip here on the side? If you click on that, that allows you to add a link to our products. So if you click on that, it saves the links I sent in the past, which is nice. So the top one I know is the sample pack for CBD patches. So if I click on that, it's going to come up and show, and right there, you know, the CBD pack is in the cart. If you don't have those saved, you can just copy and paste it there by touching the screen, and it'll say paste, and you can paste it. But so then I can attach that to my Snap, and then I can put here at the bottom, want to order, scroll up, and then they will be able to see the link that I put in that. It is that easy. So then when I send that, you can choose, you can send it to any one of your friends. You can send it to all of them if you want. They may get annoyed with you. Or you can just put it as your story. I'm going to send it to my friend Lazaric. Jack is a customer. I mean, I know Hannah can't use it. But, you know, you can, I don't want to send it to Maria. But you can just go through and send those to people and share it to your story. And then it will ask you if you want to save it and replace the picture you had saved before. So it will save exactly what you shared here. So if you want to share that to your Facebook story, you could. So you can put save it and replace it, or save as a copy, or if you don't want to save it. But if you save it and replace it, like I said, then you can save that to your camera roll, and you'll be able to share it to your Facebook stories with the same stuff on it.
So then when they swipe up, is that how they do that? They, on the Facebook story, swipe up for the link?
Facebook won't let you add links to it at this time, but you'll be able to see the same verbiage on it. Sorry.
Okay. No, that's okay. I've just seen some that say like,
Okay, what does this say?
I see some that say swipe up. So I wondered how they did that, like swipe up for the product or something like that on stories. So I wonder.
I know. And I think it's because they share it from here, not realizing that as of this time, I mean, you know, Facebook's changing constantly. So, I mean, I bet soon they will let us add links to it.
My other question is I know you can only send that to people that you're Snapchat friends with, or you know, that people that you're friends with are the only ones that see your stories. So how are you getting your customers' phone numbers and then adding them all on Snapchat too if they have it, or how are you getting everybody you have on Snapchat?
It will suggest people for you for Snapchat that, you know, sort of like Facebook that you're friends with.
Okay.
And so I stopped screen sharing. And so it's sort of like, you know, Facebook, it will suggest people who you can become friends with. But adding the link to it, that way you can do that and people they don't have to talk to you if they don't want to. I mean, they can order right from your screen. But, you know, you can reach out to them then. You know, I saw somebody had a question.
Yeah, that was a Snapchat story. The one, Emily says that you can click on links because she did one that went to Instagram yesterday, and that may be because kind of their stories are interchangeable. I don't know.
Probably Facebook and Instagram. Yeah. I mean, it's amazing because they're both owned by the same company now. So I think we're going to be seeing more and more changes. That's for sure. But Snapchat is something I would definitely be adding to our daily method of operation. And, you know, you don't have to be an expert at it. Learn it as you go. You know, the main thing is, like I said, you can add a link. I had talked about Linktree when we was on here before, and you can add your entire Linktree to that Snap if you want, so they can go look at everything.
I think really consistency is key with that. I mean, anything we do, consistency is key. And I'm not consistent with Instagram, but when I post to it, you know, I will get 4 or 5 new followers, but I don't consistently post to it. And I need to get, I mean, if we weren't consistent with Facebook, we wouldn't have people, you know, buying from us. So,
and that's why the people we reach out to now are who's going to order after the holidays. So we need to continually reach out. And that's why I added to my DMO, you know, I put on there to go to memories and message those friends, you know, go to the green dots. And I put that in my Google Calendar. So I have to do that every day. I'm religious about my Google Calendar. And, you know, I mean, because I say, if we do these things, that's how we're going to grow our business. If we don't do them, we're not going to grow. Did you have some more questions about Snapchat or?
I didn't really. I know people get frustrated when they reach out to people and they're like, well, nobody bought. Well, they're not going to. Like Vicki said, it's usually about 90 days. What you do now, you'll reap the benefits of in 90 days. So if you're not doing anything now during tax time, I mean, you're not going to be busy like everybody else is. What people are doing now, they'll be reaping during tax time, which is our most busiest season of the year.
I mean, it's amazing. I have some people who have just started now who I've talked to in 2015. I mean, we never know when somebody's going to be ready to get started. I mean, we never know, you know, what is going to push somebody. I mean, you know, to want to work the business, they may have just lost their job. Their husband may have just lost their job. They may have just been diagnosed with diabetes. We never know when they are going to be ready. And so, I mean, we can't. I had one of my associates say she got frustrated when people said they weren't ready and she unfriended them. And I'm like, then you did all that work to get those people and now you've unfriended them. You've lost them. She's like, well, how do I get them back? And I'm like, they probably won't. I mean, you can't get discouraged. And I mean, you know, we never know when somebody's going to be ready.
And two, we have those people that ask a bazillion questions and never order. I won't say never. They don't order right then, you know, and they keep asking question after question. And it is easy to get annoyed with them. Like, seriously, you've asked me pretty much every question possible and you're still not ordering. But they will order eventually. I mean, when they're ready, they will order. So don't get annoyed with them because they can sense that in your texts and your messages to them. And they know, you know, if you're being short with them or, you know, answer their questions. Yes, it's annoying. I'll say it. I mean, it's frustrating, you know, that they're spending, you know, you're spending hours answering their questions and they're not buying, but they will buy eventually. I mean, I would say probably, because my husband asked me like what percentage of people that I talk to that actually buy. And I said, you know, I gave a pretty low number. And I said, in reality, probably, I would say 7 or 8 out of 10, if you look at it through the long run. I mean, yes, right away, no. But over time, probably 7 or 8, you know, out of 10 will end up ordering. But you've just got to give them their time. And if you're pushy, they're not going to buy from you either.
Well, you know, I said we have to realize they are trusting somebody they met on Facebook. You know, they're giving us their money. They're, well, not us personally, but you know what I mean. They're trusting that what we are saying is true. I mean, so, you know, we have to really put ourselves in their shoes. And, you know, they may be giving us all the money they have. I mean, that may be all they have. And this is their last hope. I mean, think about when we first started. I was so desperate. I thought this isn't going to work, but then what if it did? And, you know, I look back and think, what if I wouldn't have started? You know. Where would I be now?
That's one thing I'm going to go over. How much weight have you lost?
196.
Unbelievable. That's so amazing. And my chicken is back. Your depression is better. You're loving the CBD patches.
Oh my God, yes. I got them both on.
So tell everybody which we don't recommend this to customers, you know, it's, they need to talk with their doctor, but what is your dosage that you take again?
I take 2 blue, an orange, 1 of the Generation 2s. I do that for breakfast and lunch, and then I use my CBD patches and the women's health patches.
And the balance.
Oh yeah, I'm balanced. Yep. I said I take them all.
That's hilarious.
Absolutely amazing with them. They have helped my depression and anxiety. This is an awful time of year for me. I said, you know, my family all passed away from September to February. One of my friends reached out to me and said, I haven't seen you do Facebook Lives lately. And I said, well, you know, I haven't. I was going to, though. In one of my depression groups, a 10-year-old locally committed suicide. And then there was a 70-year-old woman, her and her husband, she was in severe pain. I said, I wish we could have got them on our CBD patches to help her. But she was in such pain. They called 911. And they said, tell our kids, you know, what we're going through. He shot her, then shot himself. So it's just, you know, we never know what people are going through. It's tough. It's hard. This time of year stinks for people. But, yeah, I can't believe these products have changed my life. But not to get off the subject. Huh? Oh, I know. I used to bite them so bad they would bleed.
I want to see them.
And they're not long.
Interest groups are something else we need to do. Is he asking about my nails? Interest groups. Yesterday, I made a post in one of my mom's groups asking, what are you getting your teenage boys for Christmas? I had 150 comments in no time. All those people are like, oh, is your kids in to video games? And so, you know, in those interest groups, you're not going to get immediate sales, but you're building friendships. And so that's another way to get customers. And in one of my interest groups, we were sending Christmas cards to each other. One of the ladies sent Brody a birthday card and a $10 Walmart gift card. And she didn't even know Brody. I mean, she talked to me, but I mean, it's just amazing that, you know, the connections you can build on the interest groups. So, I mean, that's any interest you have, join those groups and don't expect immediate results, but, you know, make posts in there and it will happen.
Doing those is way better than randomly friending other people's friends. I mean, you know, in anything to gain friends, but if you have a common interest, you know, something that you've sparked an interest on, I mean, you're going to connect better that way, but that's awesome.
Yeah.
And everybody wants to talk about their kids. You know, it doesn't matter. So if your kids are into gymnastics or your kids are into swimming, or if there's any other swim moms out there, I haven't found a lot of swim groups that I've been trying to get into those, but there's not a lot, and there's not a lot of activity in them unless I'm just not finding them. But
well, you can start one.
Like that.
You can start one.
I might have to do that.
Yeah.
You're a genius.
But
Vicky.
look at my finger. Can you see my finger now? It is a million times better. I said True Mend is our unsung hero. I sliced it off with one of those mandolin slicers last Wednesday.
That looks awful. Has anybody been doing the Bristol brew that Darla talked about? I think I saw
looking
Alicia
at the recipe.
It.
Who?
Alicia Williams. Did I see you drinking it? I don't know if she's still on here or not. Has anybody else made it? Because it looks really good. I just haven't made it yet.
I haven't yet either.
Did you say you need the recipe?
I got it.
Okay, I do too. I say after the new year. Okay, well, I don't have anything else to go on. Do you?
Nope.
My kid's in a closed basket cage right now. So I'm going to go. Let me check the, let me check. Oh, as a firefighter, I know. As a first responder, I can't imagine what you do find, and it'd just be awful. And people are, I think this time of the year too is hard for people because financially, you know, they don't have a lot of money, and you know, they stress a lot about getting other people gifts, or, you know, just the basic things of everyday life. I feel like this year are so much more expensive. Because you want to give the most and the best to your kids, and it's just hard. So I hope y'all have.
Somebody said that 10-year-old that committed suicide, something else had to be going on. We never know, though. There are so many bullies nowadays, and I mean, just getting bullied at school is enough to send some kids over the edge. I mean, like we said, adults bully. Think of how people treat us on yard sale sites and stuff. I mean, so you know, I mean, how if those people are doing that as adults, think of how their kids are.
I know, it's awful. I worked with a girl, and her 11-year-old niece committed suicide. It's been about 7 years ago, but yeah, it was all from bullying from school. So it's sad and it's hard, but I hope you all have a good Christmas. I hope you enjoyed this. We gave you some good information. I couldn't have done it without you, Vicki. Thank you.
Thank you. See
Love
you guys
y'all.
soon.
Bye.
Merry Christmas.